I traveled to Rio with so many concerns about safety, Zika, the media hype, the water, the craziness of the Olympic Games, and terrorism. But with all of those concerns, I went anyways. I was there to create, explore, and connect. This is my journey and my experience through the lens of art connecting life.
I'm Garibaldi, and this is ARTLIFE Rio.
It's finally time to fly to Rio. I mean, can you tell I'm excited? I don't know, there was just something different about this trip. I'd flown all over the world, but this was my first time going to South America, my first time to Brazil. I really had no idea what to expect. The language, the money. There's always something to learn when you travel somewhere new. You really don't have to look far to see that people are not living in the most ideal situation. I mean, many living in poverty, and then there's the other half where they don't have as many worries like that. I'm going on this trip with an open mind. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know what's on the other side, but either way, I'm up for the experience. We finally made it here to our Airbnb in Rio. We're in a neighborhood called Ipanema. It's a very cozy little place, but you gotta check out this view outside. Definitely feel like a local here, but we're gonna take a nap before we go and explore the city. And for now, this begins our trip here in Rio. I'm here to create, explore, and connect. For international fans, this is an NBA heaven. I was invited to perform at the NBA House in Rio, and they expect up to 50,000 fans to come through this space throughout the Olympics. We just arrived, so it's time to get to work. And that was so much fun performing day 2 here at the NBA House here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Man, you could tell I'm sweating. Lots of love. I love that there were kids were all lined up in the front, and man, what a great way to just start this trip with throwing some paint around, having some fun. Whew. If you like the painting, you can always text ARTLIFE in all caps and all one word to 58885. We always do painting giveaways. It may not be that one, but it'll be another one of my paintings. All right, that's it for now. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit, and this is ARTLIFE Rio. So I want to see more of Rio, but you can only walk around so much. So I thought today, let's get some bikes.
So this is clearly where all the life is happening here. This is the Copacabana Beach. There's hotels on one side, there's a beach on the other. Now that we're a little bit better dressed for this, let's go enjoy this beautiful scene on these bikes.
Alright, just imagine this with me. What if you could walk on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? What if you could walk on the walls of your favorite art gallery? What if Basquiat tore up one of his paintings and scattered it all over the street and we get to walk on it? That's kind of what this feels like. But not in a bad way, in a way that we should feel honored to walk on this art. There's an energy about this place, and it's not just because there's a ton of tourists. It's because it feels like Rio. It feels authentic. It feels like you're walking in art.
So I'm a little out of breath. I just climbed to the top of the Escadaria Celerón, better known as the famous mosaic steps here in Rio de Janeiro. Oh, I'm out of breath. Just in case you're wondering, it's a lot of steps. Now that we went to the top of the stairs, it's time to go all the way back down. Garibaldi, and this is ARTLIFE Rio. When you're in Rio, it's not hard to miss this shadowy silhouette of a figure on the top of the tallest rock in the city. It piques your curiosity. Even though you can see it from far away, you want to see it up close. So Christ the Redeemer statue, we're on our way. The statue was created by a mixture of engineers, sculptors, and artists. It stands at over 100 feet tall. It has also become an icon of not only Rio, but Brazil. It's clear by the many foreigners and tourists surrounding the statue, this is something that we were not alone on. Everyone had to see it. So we came all the way up this mountain to see this amazing statue, and we got hated on by the clouds. So it's very anticlimactic. I'm sure it's beautiful behind the clouds, but we're just gonna sit and wait. Maybe the clouds move, you're gonna come back. We'll be patient, we'll wait. So the statue was covered in clouds, but we weren't gonna let that stop us from seeing it. So we waited and waited and waited and waited until we saw Christ the Redeemer. I'm Garibaldi, and this is ARTLIFE Rio. Alright, so I believe when you make more friends, the world gets smaller. We made some new friends here in Rio. We're here with Anna and Brian. Brian is a fellow artist, performance painter, and man, you can tell us in Portuguese, but how has it been? How has this, been meeting up?
No início eu mandei uma mensagem pro David no Instagram, falando para ele que eu tinha muito interesse em conhecer ele, ver o trabalho dele. E nisso ele me respondeu com muito carinho e me convidou para vir sair com ele, jantar e conhecer o trabalho dele na casa do NBA. E nisso nós estamos aqui hoje saindo para jantar. Foi um privilégio me poder ver a arte dele, como é criado, o processo, que eu também sou um artista. E tem sido uma experiência muito maravilhosa em poder conhecer o David, ter essa oportunidade.
So yeah, it's been fun. We've been hanging out. We're now here at a Cuban restaurant. We're gonna have some cigars,
Yep.
some wine,
With some good food.
and some good food. I mean, what else do you need? So, anyways, this trip has been amazing, and I believe that again, ARTLIFE is about making friends. The more friends you make, the world gets smaller. Here we are. Yeah. It's our last show here at the NBA House Rio. Come with me, let's have some fun. So we just finished our nightly tradition. We come down here to this little bar that's about 2 doors down from our apartment. We get some beer, we get some pizza. It's clearly gone, and tonight, since it's our last night, we added a cigar. But I'm definitely gonna miss this place, getting to know some of the bartenders and the servers, and anyways, I'm gonna pay the bill, get out of here, go to bed.
Man, let me in. You locked the door.
We were told by local Brazilians that this is the most beautiful view of the city. So I figured if it came from the locals, I've got to see it.
And when we arrived, I have to agree, this is one of the most beautiful views of this city. It was also a great time to reflect on this whole trip. I mean, people had definitely good reason to think that it's not safe to travel here. But at the same time, there's a beauty that balances it all. And I'm happy to say that we found that beauty through the sights, through art, through the sounds, through sports, through the people. One thing is for sure, that this city left a huge impression on my heart. But as much fear as people want to make me feel about this place before I arrived, I had to come see for myself and never forget that life is for living. I'm Garibaldi, and this is ARTLIFE Rio.